Alright guys, so here's part 2 of the video. So part 2 will be the interior shot, and it probably won't be that much to talk about on this one, but we're going to go ahead and start with the door right here. So you can, now I do have the key in my pocket right now. So like I said, it's smart key access with push button start. You just grab the door handle. Right now I think it's locked. Right now it's locked. So you just grab the door handle like so, and unlocks. And then to lock it, you just hit the black button. Now that will only open the driver's side door and also unlock the gas lid as well. But if you want to open all 4 of the doors and the hatch, you have to go on the passenger side to do that. But you can set it up where you can open all 4 of the doors and the hatchback when you get into the infotainment system. And go ahead, unlock it. It is a little bit dirty right now because, like I said, I haven't had time. And plus, you know, it's been raining a lot. I haven't really had the chance to do it. But this is the black leather interior. Then the exterior is polished metal metallic, but this is the black leather. So you got door pockets on each of the door. You do have 8 speakers. You got one here, and you also have one down there. That's for the 8-speaker premium audio sound system. You do get about 12, I think it's about 400 some odd watts in here. For the sport tourings, you get about you get 12 speakers in here, and that's about 500, and I think about 512. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't really looked at the specs on the sport touring, but it's about 500 some odd watts. You can see I have the seat covers on here to protect the leather. Go ahead and show you the back seat. The back seat room is absolutely tremendous. It's got some people space, some cargo space. It's absolutely amazing. It is a little bit of a blind spot, but you know, with the big windows in here, that's one of the reasons why I bought this car, is that the windows in here are really, really big and open air. You know, it's not claustrophobic feeling like the Mazda 3 is. The Mazda 3 hatchback. Honestly, I didn't like the sedan. I like the hatchback a lot better. So I'll go ahead and step inside. Like I said, you have your one-touch automatic windows on the front. You have your power windows in the back. You also have your door locks. You do have child safety locks in for the rear doors. Your adjustable mirrors as well. Your window lock. So on and so forth. Here's your 7-inch display right here. This is actually the standard display. You have your auto dimming rearview mirror. You can only find that in EXL and above. EXL and Sport Tourings only. You got the power, the automatic window on the passenger side. Your door lock on the passenger side as well. You got door pockets as well. Got your CVT. And I don't like this piano black finish. It is very scratch prone. It is prone to scratches. You have your econ button. I do plan on maybe getting a carbon fiber kit. Maybe I do plan on getting something to kind of cover all this carbon black, all this carbon fiber, this piano black, because it scratches up too easily. You got your econ button here in the center console. So on the right, you have your brake hold. I've used that a few times through drive-throughs or in traffic jams and stuff. It really does help, but I don't use it as much. But it only work if you have your seatbelt on. Once you take your seatbelt on, it will revert to the electronic parking brake instead. It's not my favorite kind of feature. I don't like the electronic parking brake. I like the traditional hand brake. This car, you don't get the CD player in it, but some of the newer vehicles like the Crosstrek You know, that has Crosstrek and the Impreza. They have the CD player and the traditional handbrake and all that. I thought about buying those cars instead, but I didn't really want to think about getting all-wheel drive. But you got the piano black on the dash, around the screen and everything. You got your climate controls and stuff like that. Your heated seats only on EX and above. And I do like this look a lot better with the buttons and the volume knob. For 2021, it's the same. But the first two model years didn't have it. They actually brought this back for 2019 instead. But you do see you have your push button start. So put my foot on the brake and hit the button to start. Okay, straighten this wheel out. There's one thing I don't like about the car is the horn. It sounds like a toy horn. Like, really, they could have put something a little bit better, and they have the room for it, really. But I think you can get a horn upgrade for this vehicle. There you can see my mileage is 20,531 miles. You can see I have the you got the temperature gauge, your gas gauge on the right. In the center, you have your speedometer and tachometer, along with your fuel range meter. And just today, I actually hit about 50 point. And this is no lie, I wish I got it on camera, but I got about maybe 50.4, maybe over that, miles per gallon, and it's pretty good. And that's because you're light. I was a little light on the pedal, and plus I was driving the speed limit anyways on the highway on BWI. But it's pretty awesome. Like I said, this is the auto dimming rearview mirror, but you can turn it off by this button right here in the middle. And you also have your 3 buttons for your garage home link. Up above, you have your one-touch automatic sunroof, open and close. I think I may leave it open, bring in a little bit of light. You do have your light switch here. You can turn it on and off. Most likely you can keep it only on for the door, or you just turn it off. You have your vanity mirrors with the light. I don't plan, like I said, upgrading that to LED, as I do not want to blind myself. You have your intermittent wipers on the front and rear. So you have your front wiper control, and also your rear wiper control is right here by this switch. You have your automatic headlights along with your fog light switch. And this car safety features. This does have the Honda Safety Sense. You have your lane departure warning, your forward collision warning. You also have your adaptive cruise control. You can also switch it to like the regular kind of cruise control if you want. You do have your Bluetooth audio. You have your Bluetooth connectivity, your volume controls here, along with your your source controls right here on this pad, on this touch. It's not a touchpad or anything. It is a button. It is a button. I did put my phone mount. I got a phone mount. This is the first time I ever got a phone mount in this car. But yeah, you have your audio controls. With your audio, you have Sirius XM, you have AM, FM. You do have right now, you do have Bluetooth streaming. You also have your USB. You can play music through your USB thumb drive or through an iPod, or you can just, like I usually do, just play through my phone with Android Auto, since I am an Android user. But if you're an Apple user, this does have Apple CarPlay, so that's a yay for you. Sirius XM, like I said, your Bluetooth audio streaming, you can play music through that. Right now I can't play music through my phone because I'm using my phone's camera. Got a little storage for like any kind of like a wallet or a phone or anything like that, but I usually keep my phone here instead on this mount, as it is kind of hard to try to get my phone out with the gear shifter in the way. So it is what it is. Like I said, it's a CVT. You got your reverse. And since it is in reverse, you have your 3 modes, your backup camera. You also have your wide angle view, your top angle view, your normal view, all that with your guidance lines when you turn the steering wheel. Your neutral, drive, sport mode, and then you also got low gear as well. I did try the sport mode. I did put this gear shift in sport mode. It doesn't shift. It is a CVT, and it is a direct injected turbo. But paired with it, it's pretty awesome. It doesn't drone or anything like that. And I think because it has a fixed launch gear, I think they actually did figure out how to make these CVTs work a little bit better, especially in lighter vehicles like this. Like I said, you have your climate controls, you have your fan speeds right here. You do have your fan. You can actually turn this on and off. These actually are your dual climate controls. So when I turn the air conditioning or the heat on and stuff like that, I think I'm gonna just turn it down to like maybe 68. So it's gonna be a little cooler in here. You can see they're both at 68 because I do have them synced together. But if you turn it off, you can actually change the temperature on the passenger side if you want. I hope you can see that. So you can see it's 68 on my side, 67 on the other side. When you hit the sync button, let's say I put it at 72, 74, you hit the sync button right here, and it'll actually revert to 68. You have your heated mirrors, your front and rear defrosters, your recycled, your heated seats and all that. Passenger airbag light as always. And this car has a lot of storage. You got your pocket here on the left. And this is a bridge design center console. I really do like this a lot better. This storage is pretty massive. It is a little bit dirty in here. You got your cup holders. You have 3 cup holders in here, but you only have one power outlet. So your third cup holder is way down below where the USB thumb drives are. You can slide it back and forth. You got your chain storage tray right here. You can slide that back and forth. It is very, very deep. The center console is very, very deep. You can put a lot of stuff in here. And I think that's probably why I didn't buy one of the Subarus, because the center console is kind of small for all the stuff that I have in here. But this center console is really, really big. I would give you a demonstration of the audio system. So right now, I got it in USB mode. I'm a bit of an audio nut anyways. I love music. It really is. It really is awesome. This, like I said, 8 speakers. I think it's about 400 some odd watts in here. Go ahead and give you a look at the engine. So if you hear it beeping, that means the key is on me. The key is actually out of the vehicle. So as you can see, you have a 1.5 liter turbocharged engine. It's direct injected with 174 horsepower and 162 pounds for the torque. Car does run on regular gas, but like I said, you probably could actually run this on premium as well, with it being a turbo. But I think that's only for like the sports and the sport tourings, as it is tuned for that kind of thing. And that was my dash cam. I do have this is the first time I actually got an easy pass up here. But those are actually the only 2 that's actually on my windshield. I didn't really want to put anything else on this windshield. And like I said, you have a camera up here as well, the sensing camera up here as well. It's pretty awesome. It's very, very spacious. It's quiet. It's smooth. It does have walk-away auto lock, but I turned that feature off. And I didn't show you the lane watch camera, but you know, you probably have already seen videos of that lane watch camera and the backup camera and all that. You probably have already seen videos on that and stuff like that. But yeah, so let's see, in conclusion, I would have to say this is probably a great first car for somebody who is maybe young and wants to get something a little bit small but still good on gas. And it's also sporty looking as well. I say this is a great first car for anybody, really. But for a hatchback, I think if you're like maybe young age and maybe my age, 30 years old, a hatchback is pretty useful. And plus, you know, compact cars are pretty useful anyways. I'd rather get a compact car instead of some large vehicle. But there were other vehicles that I was looking at, which was the Mazda 3 hatchback. I was also looking at the Impreza, but I said if I was going to look at a Subaru Impreza, why not look at a Subaru Crosstrek? But the Crosstrek was actually over 30 grand. I wasn't willing to spend that much money yet. And plus, I really like the Crosstrek a lot better than the Impreza anyways. But if I were to get a Subaru, it would have been an Outback. It would have been either the Outback, the Crosstrek, or the Forester. Those are the only three Subarus that I actually do have a soft spot for. I do like those three a lot better. But if I ever did trade this vehicle in, it'd probably be one of the Subaru models. I did think about maybe I did one time think about maybe owning a hybrid vehicle. You know, I mean, with the future going on, I mean, that's probably where we're going to be heading anyways. I mean, we're going to be heading in towards electric cars and hybrid vehicles anyways. You know, who knows? Who knows what the future holds for us as citizens in the other United States. But we'll see what happens. But other than that, you know, this car is absolutely great. Other cars, like I said, I were looking at were the Subarus, the three Subarus, the Outback, Forester, and the Crosstrek. I was also looking at the Impreza a little bit as well, so I include that. I also was looking at the Mazda 3 hatchback. I was also looking at the CX-5, the CR-V, this, a RAV4, a lot of anything that had like a hatch instead of a traditional trunk, as I carry a lot of stuff sometimes. And I'm glad I actually picked this one instead. I haven't really had any issues with this vehicle. It's an awesome vehicle. It was made in England. It was made overseas in England, which probably why it rides a lot smoother. Probably it rides. I think it has a much more of a different suspension than the sedans and the coupes, as the other two, the sedans and coupe, I think they were made in Japan. This one was made in England, but the engine and stuff was made in Japan. So it's still a reliable vehicle. So anything that's made in Japan, it is reliable. Starts up right away, no problems whatsoever. I would say I do highly recommend a vehicle like this. But if you have any, I think that's pretty much it for the inside and out. But if you have any questions for me, please leave them down below this video. I will answer them as best way as possible. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notification bell for more videos to come. And I think that's pretty much it. And please don't forget to thumbs up this video. All right, guys, take care.